What choices would you have if the world as you know it ceased to exist tomorrow? For many, this is just a movie idea, an exaggeration, but for others, it's a possibility, a certainty, inevitable. Today we will explore the secret life of preppers. Who are they? People who dedicate their lives to preparing for the end of the world. From natural disasters to nuclear wars or global pandemics, these people train, store, build and mentally prepare to survive the unthinkable. Paranoid or visionary? Fearful or realistic? Are they already among us? Have they always been here? In this documentary you will learn about their history, their types, their philosophy, and their shadows. The idea of preparing for hard times is not new. Since the beginning of civilization, people have stored water, food and shelter. In the Middle Ages, villages were fortified against invasions. In times of war, trenches and underground shelters were dug. But the modern prepper phenomenon really took off in the 20th century, especially in the United States during the Cold War, when the fear of nuclear war led many families to build underground bomb shelters. Then came the oil crisis in the 70s, the collapse of the Soviet Union in the 90s, 9/11s, Hurricane Katrina, and more recently, the global COVID-19 pandemic. In each of these crises, preppers gained strength, presence and new ways of expressing themselves. If you're watching this preview, find the full documentary on our channel now. If you're already watching the full video, stay with us, because the deepest parts are just beginning. And don't forget, triple like, thumbs up, comment and subscribe. Thank you for supporting us in this serious, unfiltered and unembellished content. Not all preppers are the same. In fact, there are several types, depending on their motivation, environment and level of preparation. 1. Basic or home prepper prepares for common emergencies, power outages, storms, local pandemics. Stores water, food, medicine and has evacuation plans. 1. Extreme or apocalyptic prepper anticipates a global collapse, nuclear war, economic system failure or environmental collapse. Lives in rural areas, has bunkers, weapons, military training. 1. Urban prepper lives in cities. Prioritizes discretion, escape routes, portable kits, alternative communication. 1. Tech prepper invests in solar energy, autonomous communication systems, home automation and surveillance. 1. Philosophical ecological prepper. Their motivation is not fear, but self-sufficiency. They grow their own food, seeking a life more free from the system. 1. Conspiratorial prepper, motivated by extreme distrust in governments, elites or official narratives. Often promotes unverified theories and becomes socially isolated. Although very different from each other, they all share one principle. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. What leads a person to live in constant preparation? The answer lies in a mix of philosophy, experience and fear. Control. Many preppers feel more at ease knowing they don't depend on anyone. Distrust in governments, in the system, in modern society. Responsibility. Some do it to protect their families. Identity. Prepping becomes a lifestyle, a way of thinking. However, there can also be psychological consequences: isolation, anxiety, paranoia, or disconnection from external reality. We live in times where extreme events are no longer fiction. Global climate crisis, pandemics, wars and conflicts, economic crisis, collapse of basic services. In this scenario, many ordinary citizens have become preppers. It's no longer about isolated madmen. It's about fathers, mothers, engineers, farmers and connected young people Social media like TikTok or YouTube show more and more prepping content. Prepper culture has become a trend. Or perhaps we are just starting to notice it now, but it might have always been close to us. We just didn't realize it. Advantages of prepping: preparation for real emergencies, self-sufficiency and resilience, practical knowledge and useful skills, less dependence on the system, disadvantages and criticisms, possible obsession or paranoia, high costs, risk of social isolation, fostering generalized distrust, hoarding resources. As with any approach, balance is key. We are not talking about conspiracies. It is just in our interest to be informed. It's not about living in fear, but about being aware and prepared without stopping living fully. Every little step counts. Your help can make a difference. This project would not be possible without people like you. If you like what we do and want to support us, scan the QR code you see on screen and make your donation. No matter the amount, every contribution adds up and brings us closer to our goal, to learn and share what contributes to human well-being and development. Thank you for being part of this project. Being a prepper is not just about storing food, it's a way of seeing the world, of anticipating risks, but also of recognizing our fragility as a civilization. Are we ready to face the unknown? To what extent is preparing useful, and when does it become a burden? In times of uncertainty, knowledge, community, and empathy can be as vital as the strongest shelter. Thank you for joining us this far. This is a formal invitation to continue visiting the channel. We keep bringing theories, prominent figures, inspiring stories. I send you a big hug.